Hi, my name is Abhi. I just graduated from BU back in May, the degree in human physiology and a minor in public health.
This is Yasmin. I'm one of the co-founders at the RefEd initiative, and I did part of my undergraduate degree in international relations at the Pardee School at BU.
My name is Albert. I am an additional co-founder of RefEd. I was an undergrad, graduated in 2018 from BU in international relations and economics, and I'm now doing my master's degree at BU Wheelock in education.
So the problem that we are working towards addressing is the lack of access to education among refugee students. Globally, there are around 3 million refugee students who do not have access to education. And we see that this is a pretty big gap, especially compared to non-refugee students. And what we are working to do is try to reduce that. We believe technology is the way forward. We see that education technology is really changing the overall landscape on how students learn nowadays. And we feel that that is something we could use to help tackle this issue.
Content-wise, we utilize a kind of multi-tiered approach, but mainly center it in culturally relevant pedagogy. So making sure that our approach and our content is very, very in tune with with interests and specific struggles that the population that we're working with has demonstrated. And so making sure that different things like accents, gender representation, career ambitions have been accounted for and make their way into our content.
So for the three of us, education has been a passion of ours. We are all either migrants or children of migrants who always prioritize their education as well. And so for us, I think it's about acknowledging our privileges, and it's really heartbroken for us to see that child who migrate and the migration itself becomes the barrier for them to access quality education, which is something that's been so important for us and our families.
A major lesson is that we shouldn't, get married to any specific idea, especially when working in, the emergency settings. And in this context, things are fluid, they're very dynamic, and they're constantly changing. And we don't want to be the NGO that comes in and says, here's a solution, let's give it to you, use it. What we want to focus on is, user-centered design, right? We want to understand what the needs of the population we serve are, truly be able to craft something that is in their best interest, something that they will want to use. And, that involves, going back to the drawing board all the time.
Learning is the major pillar of building any entrepreneurial venture, especially if you're working with a social problem or environmental problem that has so many layers. It's such a complex issue to address, and as entrepreneurs, we always have our hearts open, our ears open, our eyes open, and always have this open will to question even our own assumptions and what we believe is true, what we believe works well, because we know we're coming from outside. And even if you weren't, right, this is an entrepreneurial venture, and we try to keep that mindset of always learning on the go at the same time that we start to create a positive impact. Also wanted to invite everyone listening, watching to go to our website, subscribe to our newsletter. We send monthly updates to everyone in the network so they can keep posted on our work. If you want to contribute as well, there's the option to donate. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. We try to keep things updated as much as possible. There's a lot going on in the backstage, so you might not see us as much as we wanted to, but we're always just one message, one email away.